Welcome back to the gun dungeon, guys. As you can tell from the thumbnail and the title, we're going to be looking at a couple muzzle devices today. We're going to be using the Surefire Warcomp, which is already timed and installed on this Tavor X95, and we're going to be using a 10-round mag, YouTube, so stop demonetizing my videos. It's a 10-round mag. Joke. But we're going to be using the Warcomp, the Lantac Dragon, and just a standard A2 muzzle device. Now, a couple things that I'm going to be looking for here is, of course, muzzle control, how these contribute to muzzle control, riding off target, muzzle rise, that type of stuff. I'm going to be looking at that, and also shooter's perception of muzzle blast. Now, I'm not going to take my earmuffs off and do it, but I'm going to turn the electronic muffs off so that I have a fair platform, fair comparison to just how I would hear it with just dead muffs. And then, you know, you get percussion in your face and stuff too. So I'm gonna check out those things. Flash suppression, I'm not really gonna be going into on that because the Dragon doesn't even pretend to be a flash suppressor. It is a muzzle brake. The Warcomp is a flash hider and some sort of a compensator. The A2 is just a flash hider. So we're really comparing apples, oranges, and bananas here, but I just want to put it all on video, let you all take a look at how they affect differently, give you my perspective of them. So since I've already got the Warcomp on there, we'll go ahead and take a look at that one first. I'll put some shots down range, we'll do some slow-mo, and then I'll give you my impression of the muzzle blast. I'll probably do that after we shoot all three of them as far as muzzle blast, so I have something to compare it to. So without further ado, let me go ahead and load up. It's windy, so you'll have to deal with that. I'm going to shoot some rounds and you all can take a look at it. Just be notive of the muzzle rise. I chose the Tavor for two reasons. One, the Warcomp's already on it. Two, the weight being towards the rear of the firearm actually will exaggerate your muzzle rise, how well the muzzle device does as far as taming muzzle rise. So you don't have all the weight out forwards like you do on a standard AR or an AK or something like that. The weight's more towards the rear, so the front is lighter while you're holding the firearm. So like I said, let's go ahead and load up and shoot some. Failure. Dang, that one's in there too. All right, let's try that again. So that felt pretty good. Felt like it was pretty tame on the muzzle rise. So I'm gonna go ahead and go put the Lantac Dragon on, come out and try this again. All right, guys, we got the Lantac Dragon on here. Man, that's a good looking muzzle device. I have 8 rounds loaded in my YouTube friendly magazine. This mag does not like being at 8 rounds. So we may get another failure here, we'll see. Let's just go ahead and take a couple shots real quick. Head up that way. All right. Wow, I can feel it in my face. Yeah, this mag sucks. I don't think that one's gonna shoot anymore. All right, what we got in here? 5. YouTube, gotta love it. Man. That muzzle device is a face full. Now, if it was farther away, it's a 16-inch barrel, but it's a really short package for a 16-inch barrel. If it's farther away, it'd probably be a little bit more tolerable on your face, but like you can feel it in the sinus cavity shooting this sucker. Let's slap the A2 on, see if we can notice a difference. Okay, we've got our standard A2 bird cage flash hider on here. I will say this, I don't know why companies that make muzzle devices that have to be tuned, timed, that have orientation to them, why you don't send the shims with the muzzle device for that, I'll never know. I mean, it can't cost more than 20 cents to put those little shims in there, but I digress. But let's go ahead. I got 6 rounds loaded in here since this magazine's not being friendly. Just shoot a couple, take a look at the A2. All right, in the next scene that you see, I'm gonna have the muzzle device that I choose installed on the Tavor. Dun da da dun! The Surefire Warcomp. It started the day on the Tavor, it's gonna end the day on the Tavor. Couple reasons why I chose this. One, this particular rifle is a battle rifle setup that I have. So in battle rifle style setups, I think it is important to have flash suppressor, flash hider on a battle style rifle. Two, second reason is it didn't have that percussion in my face. Like I said, on a longer weapon, probably wouldn't be that big of an issue, but on this gun, this application, that worked better. Now, does that mean that the Lantac Dragon is a bad choice or the A2 is a bad choice? Absolutely not. The Lantac Dragon done probably a little better as far as muzzle rise, in my opinion, just from a shooter perspective. It done a little better in muzzle rise than the Surefire, but it was overwhelming, the blast in my face on this gun. Now, the A2, does that mean it's bad? No, it's an excellent flash suppressor. I could tell a difference going from the A2 to either the A2 or to the Surefire or the Lantac. I could tell a difference in muzzle rise. Now, could I tell a big difference in muzzle rise between the Surefire and the Lantac? Not a lot, maybe a little edging towards the Lantac. Now, I could tell you exactly which one I was shooting based on the percussion between the Surefire and the Lantac, and I can't imagine that being beside of me while I was shooting that would be very pleasant either. And for a battle rifle type situation, if that's what it's set up for, life liberty type gun, you're probably not going to be alone. You don't want to be blasting somebody's face that's on your side next to you. Wouldn't want to be on the firing line next to this firearm shooting with a Lantac Dragon on it. I'm going to touch on it again. I don't know why anybody that makes a tunable, a muzzle device that has to be tuned, that has an orientation where it has a specific top and a specific bottom, why you don't send the shims to tune your muzzle device. That blows my mind. It's one of the cheapest things you can put in there, and it would make your muzzle device turnkey without having to buy something else. Now the Surefire actually has this lock nut on it, so you can use that to orientate the muzzle device however you want to. The Lantac, it takes just a standard crush washer. The A2 standard crush washer, so there's really nothing you can do but just tighten them down until it stops, and you may or may not need shims to, once it does stop, and get the correct torquing for that top to be dead center on the top. So another plus to the Surefire. Now this does require a specific tool to take the muzzle device on and off that fits down between the prongs. That's something that the Lantac and the A2 doesn't require. You can use just a wrench or standard AR tool, whatever you want. This one does require the specific tool. So there's pros and cons to everything. Like I said, this one is kind of the meat in the middle of having flash suppressor and having some sort of compensation as well. So I like that about this thing, and this is what I'm going to go with. I hope you enjoyed the video today, guys. If you did, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Let me know which one of these that you thought did the best, and until next time, stay tuned.